So before we even begin to start writing code in Java, it is important to understand some details about few things like what is a JDK, right? What is a JRE? What is a JVM? Okay, so JDK is something like a tool. Okay, it's like a toolbox that you can use to write a program. Okay, it is used to write a program. But whereas JRE, so it is like a player. Okay, it is a player which can help you to run the program. So if you are someone who is not writing a program, just running a program that is written in Java, then just having JRE is sufficient. And for JDK, this JRE will come built in. So when you download a JDK, it will also have a JRE within. So JVM is like a processor you can consider that will process your Java code, Java bytecode specifically. Okay, so whenever you write a Java program, so suppose these are your set of instructions, that is nothing but your program. Sorry for my handwriting. So these set of instructions, so within JDK, right, within JDK you will have a Java compiler. So this Java compiler will convert these instructions into a bytecode class file. We call them as .class file. So extension of these files will be .class. So this is nothing but the bytecode. Okay, and then the JVM comes. So this bytecode, you can take this bytecode and run on different machines, right? You can run them on Windows, Linux, okay, and these different machines, all of them will have JVM installed on them, specific for them. Okay, so JVM is not platform independent. JVM depends on the platform, right? So this JVM, it reads the bytecode and then converts it into an actual program, okay, which that platform can understand and execute, right? So this JVM converts this bytecode into an actual, it will execute all the instructions. Okay, so and this is the reason, this is the main reason Java is considered to be platform independent, because it generates a bytecode that runs, that can be used on any of the platforms when those platforms have their specific JVM implementations. Apart from just converting this bytecode and running the instructions, so JVM has an interpreter. So basically here you have a compiler and here you have an interpreter. So even the JVM has a compiler that is known as just-in-time compiler. Okay, we have seen that JDK has some compiler that will compile the instructions into bytecode, right? So JDK is having a Java compiler. But then JVM also has a compiler that is called as just-in-time compiler. So what this JIT does is, it will convert the bytecode into machine code. So it has that intelligence that it will see what are the instructions that are repeated again and again. So whenever, every time your program is running, it need not convert every time that bytecode and process those instructions. It will convert those specific instructions into machine code, because machine code runs extremely fast when compared to in executing the bytecode instructions. Alright, so that is why just-in-time compiler is used for optimization, means to run our program more fast. So now let us see how we can download any JDK into our machine. Okay, just go to your Google and search for JDK download, and you need to go to this Oracle's official website. Okay, you can download the latest version. So as of now, this is JDK 22. right? So you can go to the platform that you have. I'm using Windows, and the easiest way is to download the .exe installer. So that is a more user-friendly way to install JDK, right? So you can download this executable. I have it downloaded already. Let me just open that. You'll get a window like this. Just click on next, verify the path, and then we can download the JDK. So as you can see, it is successfully installed. And then if you want to understand more about this, you can go through the documentation, otherwise it is not needed. So let us see now where this JDK actually got installed. So as you can see, the JDK is installed in the C program file Java location, and if you open it, you can understand that it has a library. So you did not worry about all of this. It is installed over here. So now to check whether you have the Java installed properly or not, what you can do is open a command window. Okay, this is a command window. Just type Java --version. So if you get something like this, then that means that Java JDK is properly installed in your system. If you get something like Java is not found, then that means it is not installed properly. You need to copy this path. Okay, and now we will set the Java home and path variables. For that, you can search for system variables here in your search box, and you see there is an already an option, edit the system environment variables. So let us open that. Otherwise, you can open the system properties, go to the advanced tab and locate this environment variables, right? So here, if you see the system variables, you will have a path variable. Okay, just edit this, add a new path. So whatever we have copied from here, and then for the path you need to add the bin location. Okay, and now we need to add another environment variable, that is Java home, and for this we directly give the JDK 22 location. So why exactly we need to set this path in Java home is, first thing is, suppose if you have multiple JDKs installed, like here if you see I have 17, I have 19, I have 22. So if you want to specify just one version, then you can update it in the Java home or the path locations, so that your Java program knows which version to use. And then the second is, for starting any Java program, for starting the JVM itself, your system needs to run an application, that is java.exe, right? And how it will understand where it is by the path variable that we have defined. So, and this java.exe requires various other things to even start your JVM. So that is why giving this path and Java home locations is important for your system to understand how to start JVM, which application to run, and the resources that this application needs to run and then execute the Java programs.